Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Noveliss. I'm back with another top 10 favorite matches of the year video. Last year was my first time doing it. I think this is something I'm probably going to do every year. You guys know I'm a huge pro wrestling fan. So here we go with the top 10 favorite matches of 2024. As I did in my last video when I did this last year, I'm gonna just go through a few honorable mentions, matches that I loved that were bangers, but just outside of the top 10. Mercedes Moné versus Chris Statlander at AEW World's End, banger. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Shingo Takagi at New Japan Power Struggle. Will Ospreay versus Kazuchika Okada at AEW World's End. Will Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher versus the Young Bucks at AEW Grand Slam. Willow Nightingale versus Chris Statlander at AEW All Out. Konosuke Takeshita versus Speedball Mike Bailey, Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling. Kyle Fletcher versus Will Ospreay at AEW Full Gear. AJ Styles versus Cody Rhodes at WWE Backlash. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Shingo Takagi again at the G1 Climax semifinals. And Swerve versus Hangman Page at All Out. Let's go. Let's get into this list. My top 10 favorite pro wrestling matches of 2024. Number 10, Io Sky versus Utami Hayashida. Marigold Summer Destiny. A dream match between my two favorite women's wrestlers in the world. Io gets to take the shackles off, and instead of showing up and playing the hits, she goes full Io Shirai. These two didn't hold back, but even still, there's another level to unlock if they ever get the chance. Io's athleticism is unmatched, and Utami's bridging suplex game is a work of art. A true banger, and I know that if these two ever get the chance to meet again, if Io ever gets to go back to Japan again, I'd love to see a rematch between these two, maybe even in the Tokyo Dome. Number 9, Mercedes Moné versus Hazuki. New Japan, Strong Style, Evolved. One of the best women's matches on US soil in quite some time, in my opinion. Mercedes Moné knows how to deliver in front of a hot crowd that appreciates proper graps. One of the best women's wrestlers of all time against one of Japan's current best. I'll never understand why people don't like Mercedes Moné. She's one of the best female wrestlers ever, and she can go in the ring. Technically skilled, but also understands how to control the crowd. She can be a heel when she needs to. She can also function as a babyface. And she can legitimately be a company's top star. Hazuki hits 3 consecutive topes that took this match to an electric level in front of a crowd that understood exactly what they were watching and only elevated the atmosphere more. And Mercedes responded like a champ. A true banger, and I think this is a match that you should go out of your way to watch from 2024. Women's wrestling is thriving. Number 8, Will Ospreay versus Ricochet versus Konosuke Takeshita. AEW Wrestle Dream. One of the best triple threat matches ever. After coming from a situation would argue he was hindered by the booking in WWE, Ricochet shows everything he's capable of and gets elevated to the moon in this match with two of the best wrestlers on the planet. Spot fest? Sure, but my goodness, it's elite. Also, let's not forget some of the dope story elements that were a product of this match. Takeshita finally wins an AEW title, and Will Ospreay gets involved in his first AEW deep-rooted feud when Kyle Fletcher turns on him. It's a banger. Some crazy spots and unmatched athleticism on full display. Number 7, Will Ospreay versus Konosuke Takeshita, AEW Revolution. AEW lands the hottest free agent in pro wrestling, Will Ospreay, and immediately pairs him up with Konosuke Takeshita, one of the company's most exciting stars, and although an explosive talent, he hadn't reached the level we'd all been waiting for, until now. Takeshita had a star-making performance against Kenny Omega last year. AEW kind of let him cool off. This match doubles as another star-making performance by Takeshita and Will Ospreay being as advertised. A high-octane banger. Number 6. Will Ospreay versus Pac. AEW All Out. Man. Just a masterclass of an athletic spot fest. Two of the most explosive wrestlers we've ever seen. The counters were insane and the near falls were perfect. I love a good story in pro wrestling, but I also just flat out love when sometimes it's just two really dope masters of the craft going all out with nothing holding them back. This was perfect. Just a incredible showcase of athleticism, explosiveness. The fact that these two are able to hit some of these moves and sequences on such a precise level is mad impressive. The athleticism that these two combine in this match is something that you don't see regularly in professional wrestling. Pac is so strong and so explosive. He hits this nasty top rope brain buster on Ospreay. This was exactly what it needed to be for me, and it delivered on exactly what you thought it was going to be. Alright y'all, that does it for part 1. Thanks for checking it out. Make sure you guys check out any new episodes of the Swordcast. Tune in. I'll drop part 2 soon where I go through my top 5 favorite matches of 2024. Peace.